Americans who are working in my company. I'm a black man. I own a company. I hire a Latino. The Latino comes back and complain about the African Americans because the Latino thinks because I'm African, I don't have any relationship with the African American. The Latino comes to me and tell me that you are an immigrant. I'm an immigrant. That African American cannot work. I have Jose, I have Gonzalez, my brothers who know how to work very well. You need to fire the African Americans and I will bring a lot of hardworking Latinos who work for your company. This is my company as a black man. My company. I was a contractor at Quantico Marine Base in Virginia. A contractor for General Electrics. And the Latino workers that are hired, they are snitching on the African American workers that are hired for me to fire the African Americans so they can bring Latinos to take their place.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending wherever you are in this wonderful planet. Welcome once again to another episode on my YouTube channel. On today's episode, we'll be discussing the hatred Latino community have towards black Americans, specifically the African American. On the first video, we see how Latino workers snitch on black Americans at work for them to get fired, and later on, Latinos get hired to replace them. On another video, we shall see how a Latino white man insulting a black American dude, calling him changa. In Mexican language, the meaning of changa is a black poached monkey. I guess this hatred came about from long ago and a recent mass deportation of Latinos from US. The hate grew even much stronger when black Americans refused to join hands with the Latino community to protest to Trump's administration for deportation. Well, how can one fight a war that he is not involved? Latino racism against black people isn't always personal. It's often a leak from the internal racism Latinos carry against themselves. Colonialism taught us to rank our worth by skin tone, hair texture, and heritage. Let's watch the following video and let's discuss at the end.
Y'all seen that video of Latinos calling a black man a porch monkey? Check this out.
Fucking laughing at shit.
I'm a what now? You say I'm a what now?
What, don't delete.
Say it. Go ahead and say it now. Now you're on video. Say it.
Yo, man, you need
now you don't want to say it. You don't want to call me a nigga now. He don't want to call me a nigga now. You said listen to the what?
Dude back there.
He said listen to the Porsche monkey and go. Yeah.
This black man minding his business in the suburbs outside of Dallas, Texas. And this is how they talk to him. And you seen his response, he was still calm and peaceful. So that eternalized racism is deep in there. And they also call black people changa, which is monkey. It's a racial derogatory word. And these racial slurs aren't something that they parroting from a white person. This is in their culture. They created this. Forget about black and brown unity. What about some respect? And look at the picture of him. He could have easily got out of his car and mollywopped one of them. And he could have took on both of them. But instead, he still used respect, even though he was being disrespected.
And the black immigrants be racist too. They hate us fucking black Americans. If you ever worked in a medical or the security field, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They get to cackling on their motherfucking phone, talking in their little language, talking shit about you. Talking about we lazy because we don't want to work 4 and 5 and 6 fucking jobs. We get to talking about our motherfucking food is nasty and we can't cook and all we eat is fast food and it's fatty and it's unhealthy and shit. So let's not exclude them motherfuckers out when we want to talk about racist immigrants, because them motherfuckers is the biggest ones, for real. And I know a handful of them motherfuckers that voted for Trump too, voting against their own motherfucking rights.
I live in Texas, right? And you know what? I'm just like, all the stuff that's going on, I just sit back and smile because I saw this. I just want you to know that almost all of Texas blacks, a good percentage, we voted against it because I live in Texas. I saw what was happening. I knew what was coming. Let me tell you, here in Texas, the amount of racism I've ever even come close to experiencing from Mexicans, from Spanish people. When I was a dancer, when I was a stripper, every time I would go to the club, the way that the clubs were so racist. There was a time I went to a club out in Texas. What the fuck is it called? Damn. If I'm lying, there's strippers who will be in here. And the club told me that, oh, they don't hire girls like me. This is a club full of a bunch of, I would say, illegals, because I'm sure none of them spoke English. None of them spoke English, which I low-key think they was trapping out of there. They was pimping them girls out of there. And they said, oh, they don't take girls like us. We should go down to the club down the street, the black club. I just laugh because, let me tell you, karma is beautiful. Karma is beautiful. And you know what's funny? I went by that club a couple days ago. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. Even though the racism applied to me, I still voted against all this shit. I voted against it. And guess what they did? Voted to hurt me.
Mexicans in LA are the most anti-black people I know. That's a fact. You just yapping sound like a paid talking point. Says the individual parodying a Republican speaking point, damn near saying that black people should link up with the white supremacists in the name of deporting the anti-black Mexicans. Shit don't even sound good. This how I know a lot of y'all care more about opposing other people than you care about your own people. Because why is you trying to click up with the Confederate flag toting people to say fuck the anti-black Mexicans? Do you think this justifies you clicking up with the individuals that's trying to defund education, increase the police in our communities, making it harder for us to access medicine? You think that's cool for them to do that because Mexicans anti-black? There was anti-blackness in the community when Snoop Dogg was advocating for black and brown unity. And I'll be the first to tell you, the world was anti-black. It's structured by anti-blackness. The world keeps on spinning and spinning and spinning because of the fuel that's got from anti-blackness. So we ain't got to go there at all. I'm making an argument right now about how linking up in solidarity with individuals that's politically, socially, economically bankrupt in your community because you was able to get paid for 30 minutes to spin a little spin is not a good politic.
I don't support anybody who's not black saying the N-word. I will say that now. But I will also say that if you are more upset about those Latinos saying the N-word than you are with the fact that there are black and Latino Hispanic police officers in uniform defending the fucking system and oppressing us, then your priorities are a little fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think there's a conversation to be had about both. And I feel like if y'all are, I see a lot of people in our community very quick to call out the Latino and Hispanic community and other marginalized groups or whatever. But why do y'all never have that energy for the raccoons and the sellouts in our communities? Why don't y'all have this energy for black police officers that are out there defending the fucking system that's oppressing us? Two things can be true at the same time. Yes, anybody who's not black shouldn't be saying the N-word, period. I don't give a fuck who you grew up around. The problem is that a lot of them feel comfortable saying the N-word because other black people have made them feel comfortable saying the N-word. And because we aren't calling out people in our fucking community on giving these people the pass, now these people are comfortable. So that's something that we also need to acknowledge in our community, is the fact that we do let a lot of people slide with a lot of raccoon sellout shit. If I'm gonna be quite honest with you, just a couple months ago, I live in the hood. Just a couple months ago, there was a white boy on Facebook who's very popular in our community and kicks it with majority black people, I would say. He says the N-word. I called his ass out. I was one of the only people in my community to call his ass out. And guess what? The whole fucking black community attacked me, bro. Trying to fight and all types of shit for calling out this white boy for saying the N-word. Few weeks later, same shit happened. Palestinian had to call him out on saying the N-word. I understand that you've been around us, but you is not us. And guess who came to save his day? Guess who came to save the day? Hell of my own people sat there bullying me on fucking Facebook for me calling out non-black people for saying the N-word. So it's like, I don't want to hear shit. Y'all don't even, my mom's white, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, she has said the N-word, and I'm 100% positive because the black people that she's around has made her feel comfortable saying that shit. So now I have to deal with trying to correct her and get on her fucking ass about saying it. People don't want to acknowledge that though. Like, that shit is, like, I don't know. I'm getting tired of it. Shit goes both ways. Let's be real.
Why is Latino culture racist? Well, I'll tell you. Welcome to the Latino paperback test. Now, it's literally designed by white people from Spain, and they ingrained it into our brains. We had 100 extra years. The indigenous had 100 extra years of getting their behinds waxed, and the only way to get a leg up is by intermixing. So let me show you the hierarchy. Here you have Spaniards, and this is to show you too that what I'm saying, this is what I'm discovering. That all Latinos are not the same race. We are not. We are not the same. Latinos, we must acknowledge this. We are not all the same race. We are not. Latino is a culture, a slave culture. Right? That's really what it is. You have the Spaniards up top from Europe. You got the children, the ones that were born in America. Then you have the mix, the European and the indigenous. Then you have the other mixes, right? And the more pure-blooded you are, the lower down the totem pole you are. And guess where Africans are? This is why you don't see nobody in Telemundo, Noticiero, etc. But it gets worse because you got these lapdogs over here, and I don't care who gets offended, the ones that indigenous that mix with European and want to act like they're white, they became the gatekeepers and the lapdogs for these guys. So they started stomping on, and it benefits them to stomp on the rest of them. You know why? How I know this? Because now that I'm going back to El Salvador, for all y'all saying leave, as if the white team is gonna accept you all of a sudden, is that till this day you got these guys. There's a sub movement of these guys still trying to keep this caste like strong to keep oppressing the rest of them. Not all of us, but this is a thing, and it's disgusting. And if wherever you are, especially y'all in El Salvador, y'all believe like this, y'all disgust me. But see, this is the standard in Latin American countries. But what happens, like, when they come over, they bring that mentality over because nobody checks it, which is why I'm talking about it for all y'all who watch my previous video and want to take a dump on me. All you're doing is reinforcing it. When you get all negative on me and talk about you don't care and everything else, all you're doing, like, listen, I don't need to talk about this. I could just let Latinos be racist and delusional. Like, it don't bother me none. I mean, it does, but they don't affect me directly. Like, I'm passable. Not that I'm proud of it, but it's just a fact. Like, I acknowledge that because of this sick system, I can move in certain ways where I can pass. I'm not accepted. I'm not delusional, but I can pass. But anyways, they bring it over here, and this is why you want your jobs and everything else and want to kick you out your jobs. Because it's these guys primarily. Like, these guys got issues at the bottom, the more pure bloods, they got issues and they be racist, and that's why Dominicans and Colombians and all anywhere where you got Afro-Latinos, they be like, me no black, me no black. It's because this. Literally, you could not associate, like, you in Latin America, now it's better nowadays, but it's still bad. Like, where it came from, like, you were literally at the bottom of society, bro. Like, the stuff that these people went through, our ancestors, like, it was a desperate, like, mission to mix in order to get up. And no, this isn't justification or whatever the heck y'all was saying in the previous video. Only reason I'm talking about this is because it's disgusting. And I see the plight of black people talking about, yo, like, we did all this, that, and the other for Latinos and the fighting for rights in America and everything else. Like, that's honorable. Like, yeah, that's messed up. Latinos being fake or whatnot. But I'm telling you, there's a whole, just like y'all got CIA implants and movements and sub-movements in y'all community, we got them in ours too. And I'm telling you right now, it's these guys. It's these guys right here. And one last thing. You could talk all the smack in my comments. You're just making it more about helping the algorithm. But on the other hand, you're just making the them same ones that I was talking about go, you see, that's why mijo, no, you stupid, no, this is why we don't deal with them. That's all you're doing. You're just reinforcing the ignorance.
Tension between Mexican, Latino, and Black communities is heavy. With the videos we have just watched, we get to see the hatred among these two communities will not end anytime soon. The Latin community has a laundry list of anti-Black racism and prejudice towards Black Americans. Latinos need to stop blasting the black community, and black American need to stop bashing the Latino community. I'm not in USA, but this is not acceptable. No one can discriminate anyone. Both black and Latino Americans are marginalized groups. Are teaching, walk in peace, all is your family, from the soil on the ground to the stars in the sky. Why are Latinos so praised with black folks? Leave a comment and let's engage. Remember, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.